All right, this is a AKASO AKASO camera, V50X, and it's really good stabilization compared to my old $40 unit. Now, my old $40 unit, okay, when I walked along, the video would bounce, and I tried walking smoother. I couldn't get it out. And you can go look at my other videos and you can see that this AKASO really smooths out. Its stabilization is really good. But you'll notice my audio is very low. So I went looking, and the first thing I noticed is I used this generic clip. Okay, and this generic clip was mounted on this. This is my little handheld grip that I made out of some PVC. Okay, and let me show you inside. Just some of you guys like ideas, but in other words, there's a nut or a bolt in there with some washers, and then there's a hole in this cup, and then there's a rubber gasket, and that's to cushion it so it doesn't vibrate and it doesn't work itself loose. But this is my grip, and I noticed when I used this unit, it covered some of the. This is the microphone on top. It's got several holes. Notice I've cut away the plastic with a round file so that one more hole is exposed. If you use the clip that comes with the camera, one of the microphone holes are actually covered. Okay, I don't know how much that lowers the volume. I didn't do any tests, okay, yet. Now this tongue, let's call it a tongue, covered two holes, okay, when I tested the camera. But people are saying that the camera was very low on volume, and I noticed that. But you got to remember, when I'm walking with this camera is pretty close to my mouth, okay, and it was pretty low, and that's because two of the holes were covered. Okay, so I'm expecting at least this camera now to be passable for what I use it for. But if you're going to go do like bird watching and stuff like that, the microphone on this camera is not as sensitive as the $40 piece of junk. The only thing wrong with this $40 piece of junk is it doesn't have stabilization. Okay, and in my case, when I'm walking along, you can see the bounce, and it was really annoying. Let me just say, it wasn't a slight bounce. It was really bad. And I went out, I redid it. Oh, and both these cameras don't like shooting into the sun. Okay, now there might be a hood that goes on this camera that you can buy and gets rid of the sun. But in other words, I went and did a video of way back, one of the videos I deleted, and I did a complete video of Old Philadelphia Pike in Lancaster, the different stores and stuff on it, and tourist attractions. And I was going into the sun, and I came home and I looked at it, and it was totally terrible. But what was really amazing was the first time I went up, I went by this guy I know, and I talked to him a couple minutes, and then I went up, and then I went back and shot it. And when I shot it the second time, he was outside again, so I got him in the video. But it's the volume is a little low on this camera, but like I said, you know, don't file it when it's on the camera. But remove the camera. I gotta lift this thing up here. Okay, and you can see, hopefully you can see, that I've cut a little notch with a miniature round file. And they've done the same thing over here for a light that's on the top of the camera. And if you put this one on here, you can't see the light either. Now I don't know if the light is, see, here it is, it's covering the holes, and it's covering the light. And I don't even know what that light's for, because I've never seen it operate, because I had the wrong a generic holder on there. You got to make sure you get that in there before you go on. But that's my grip. That's the mod I'm telling you to make to get a little bit more audio. I don't know how much audio. Okay, but make sure you're not using a generic clip or a clip from your previous action camera. I think that's it. All right, that's it.